Hey, what's up everybody? It's SNipEz here with We Be Stranger, and we're on NewField
Ew.
1.4. So a lot of people have been asking for another city update, and it's about time we finally get to bring one to you, because besides the interior to the buildings, like always, the actual city itself is done besides the residential area. So we have a lot to get through today.
And a few of the highways. Don't forget
Oh, yeah, and the
those.
highways. I'll give you credit for that. And so we have a lot to get through today because basically, like we just said, the entire city is done besides the interiors. And look which building is still not done. Strange. The sandstone one.
Yeah, the first one that we made. Well, you made.
So we actually decided what we're going to do with this. Since that was the very first building started on the map, we're actually going to make it to where it's going to be the last one finished. So basically you start with the same building and you finish with the same building. Alright, so let's fly over towards the newer parts of the city. So if we come over here to our left, we have some new buildings. As you can see, we have a couple. I tried to add a little bit more color with these new buildings, if you can tell. And so here's the highway. That was, I think, in 1.3, but it wasn't even close to being finished. We'll get to that though on the map. Yeah, so these are just more like apartment complexes. I believe this was I cannot talk today. Was in 1.3. And actually, we're using the city texture pack. I should point that out, just because if we come in here, the paintings, as you can see, they actually have appliances to them, and it just gives it a nice homey feel. And get out the door. Thank you. This building here next to the mall is just an office building with, I cannot get through anything today, with a parking garage underneath the building. I do want to point out, a lot of people have been asking for a tutorial on the mall. That's really not possible because, one, it took me probably 5 hours to make that because I went through probably 6 designs. So it's just a really hard building to actually try to make for a tutorial because there was a lot of detail put into it and a lot of thought. And there's no way I could remake that exactly the way it is now. It's just one of those things to where I built it and it happened to turn out pretty nice, in my opinion at least. Let's
Does look good.
Let's look at the highway. So the highway, basically all the roads, I'll give credit to Strange. I laid the roads out like, alright, I want the roads to be here. Strange blew them up and actually added the gray and black wool to them. So if we look on the map, the entire top part of the map is done. The entire bottom part was done in 1.3. But here in 1.4, all the roads are done besides the highway next to the river. But we'll get to that. That will be done hopefully by 1.5, and it should be.
Oh yeah, for sure it should be done.
So let's see. Oh yeah, I don't want to give away my favorite building, the construction building.
Oh.
So
Of course not.
the construction building is over to my left, but these are just some other office buildings right here that we made. The one to the right is office building. The one in the middle is one of my new favorite buildings. It's just the way it looks. I used a lot of materials, and the one you see right in front of me, the one me and Strange made, is right here. We call it the diamond building because, as you can see, it's a lot of diamonds. Just a lot of diamonds. It was a pain in the butt to make because it's just really hard building diagonal. It takes a lot more time. It's a lot more time consuming. And then, let's see. Up top, we added a basketball court just because we could. And hey, Strange, can you hear me?
Yeah. Now
There we go.
I
unplugged my mic by accident. Yeah, so we added a basketball court here just because we had the area and it actually fit perfectly too. Just make sure if you're playing basketball you don't miss or do an air ball, because otherwise you're probably going to lose your basketball and you're probably going to kill somebody because it's a pretty far drop. Yeah, I just got your text, Strange.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And so now we're getting over to the newer part of the city that we've been working on the most. These are actually some of my new favorite buildings on the map. If you look, they actually have a unique design to them to where they curve out and curve back in. So it's just a really, how would you call that? It's not a spiral. Like, what would you call these buildings?
I have no idea.
Yeah, they're unique. We'll just call them that.
Yeah, unique is the best word to describe it because
no matter which angle you look at it from, it curves out and then curves back in. I actually might do a tutorial on that because it was actually pretty easy, just very time consuming. So,
yeah.
Some of these buildings, I really don't know how to describe them. They're just buildings, really. A lot of this area over here was adding parking lots and also adding some new skyscrapers, of course, but not too many because we were running low on parking. And this building here is actually one of my favorites. And the reason you can tell it's one of my favorites is because I actually started working on the interior for it. I know, it's a big surprise. I added elevator shafts. The elevators are using pistons and dispensers for the doors, because the dispensers actually have that iron door feeling to them for an elevator shaft. If you come in here, we can actually see what the elevator shaft looks like. Oh, strange, you're already in here.
Yep,
and I used iron bars to look like the strings that pull the elevators up and go back down. And so this building, me and Strange actually, we tried making a good roof, which we finally compromised on something, which we both think actually turned out really well for the building itself. We were going to do a square roof like usual, but that was just too ordinary, and knowing us, we're not ordinary at all. So we added kind of like a triangle shape to each side of the building and added this open area up here just so more sunlight could come in. And then we added a pool. I mean, why not have a pool?
Exactly.
I would love to.
Reason.
I'd love to work in this office building.
Yeah.
Want a break? Yeah, just have a pool. These buildings here are basically the exact same buildings, just they go diagonal and get taller every one you go. Pretty simple. Alright, there's a big truck outside and it's making a lot of noise. So basically, yeah, these are the newer buildings. And
oh wait, you forgot about the smallest one on the map so far.
Oh yeah, that's right. We forgot about the restaurant. The restaurant totally fits in with everything around here, as you can tell. Skyscraper, skyscraper, turned around, skyscraper, restaurant.
With drive-through.
With the drive-through, that's the most important thing. We have the drive-through with the menu. There's a lot on the menu today. And too bad nobody's working. The building's still under construction. Speaking of construction, let's head over to the construction building.
Oh, yes, let's.
So, in 1.3, in my original city, I had a construction building, which people thought was pretty nice, but this one, I think, just blows that one out of the water when it comes to realism. So, as you can see, this is the new construction building. It actually looks like it's actually under construction. The other one was just basically fences everywhere. This one actually has the scaffolding. It has everything that an actual construction building has. You even have the trucks coming in, bringing in the pieces.
Yeah, and this is a hospital, by the way. If the giant plus signs
that's
everywhere.
Right. Here, give me 1 second. Alright, we're back. I was checking to see if my new wheels for my car came in. Anyways. So, you see that, and let's go see if the sheep are trapped in there still. And the sheep are not.
I saw one of them.
Yep, there's one. In here was kind of supposed to be, I was just testing this theory out to see how it would look. Most buildings actually have support to them underneath, and this is what that was supposed to be. But after thinking about it, you'd actually have that done before the structure of the building goes up. So, kind of a flaw there, but I'll figure something out. Alright, let's see. Anything else we need to cover besides the residential area?
I do not believe so. I think we've covered just about every one of the new buildings.
Alright, let's head over to the residential area. And again, as you can see on the map, everywhere you see grass, that grass is actually supposed to be there. Other than that, this map is just all gray. Everywhere there's grass is supposed to be grass. So, that took a lot of time getting all the stone bricks or chiseled stone bricks onto the map. That's probably the most time-consuming part of it all.
Yeah, that and the roads is pretty time-consuming just because it's a lot of area.
Yeah, like as you can see here, this is the highway we were talking about, which isn't fully done yet. Just because we still need to add the lines. Because originally, these were 2-lane highways, but we actually changed our minds and we wanted to change it to a 3-lane to match with the rest of the highways going around the city. Then here's the residential area. So a lot of people did ask me, what was I going to do with the other side of the river? And your answer to that is residential area. So the houses next to the river are going to be the nicest ones because you get a riverside view, and which is pretty nice. These are what the houses next to the river are going to look like. The ones like right here where I am now are going to be a lot smaller, but not by much. I mean, these aren't entirely too huge of houses. I mean, they don't take up too much space. This is the only building that's actually done. So what were you saying?
They are like they have a lot of area in them, but they're total like size is all too big.
They're pretty tall. They're 3 stories, including the attic. As you can see, we actually have a fireplace. The upstairs is pretty simple. The bedrooms and everything aren't done. And then my favorite thing, if I can get through the door, is the backyard view. So when you walk through the backyard,
now that it's loaded in, it looks a lot better for me.
You walk out your back door, and you see the bridge to your left. And I wish the render distance was just a little bit better so you could see more of the buildings. But it's still a great view to walk out to. I would definitely live here.
Who wouldn't?
Ooh, one more thing. I forgot that our friend Nutty Beef added something in our statue.
Oh, he did?
He did. He came in the world the other day, and he built something. And I thought it was really funny. And so let's go check it out. Because as you know, down below the statue we have our little rooms to where we give people credit and the history of the city. And here it is. Breaking case of sexy emergency. Nutty Beef's sweet chamber of lovemaking. And he put a hoe.
All right. That is wonderful.
That's a great way to end the video. So these are people who helped. Weeby Stranger, who's right there, faggot. Fraggle Swag, TT Royal, which I haven't talked to him in a while. Probably gonna text him soon. And then Nutty Beef.
Yeah.
As you can see, he really contributed to the map.
That is so wonderful.
Yeah, I know. It was hilarious.
I love that.
Alright, so there's a download link in the description if you want to download the map and check it out for yourself. Because as you guys know, I don't let anybody build on my city just because it's taken so much time that I don't want to have to babysit anybody. So it doesn't mean that I don't like you, it's just that one person can ruin it for everybody is the best way to phrase it. So yeah, if you want to download it, it's in the download link in the description. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate it and subscribe. And Strange, I hate you.